Our story begins when Hamilton's hometown gets hit by a hurricane and a bunch of strangers pay for him to immigrate to New York where he can get an education. There, Hamilton meets Aaron Burr. He's incredibly smart, from a wealthy family, but like Hamilton, he's orphaned. He and Hamilton don't necessarily agree on politics, because Burr doesn't have a firm stance on anything. Hamilton is the type to go after what he wants. Burr would rather wait around and see what happens before he makes any decisions, but the two can agree on one thing.
We're reliable with the ladies!
This is where we meet the Schuyler sisters. All three of them love Hamilton. Burr's like, bro, really? And marries the wife of a British officer, after waiting for her husband to die in the war, of course. The sisters fall in love. Eliza is. So Angelica gives up.
I will never be satisfied.
She's the oldest anyway, so it's her job to marry a rich guy, which Hamilton is not. Back to the war. Washington realizes,
hey yo, I'm gonna need a right-hand man.
He says, nah man, I like Hamilton more. And Hamilton becomes Washington's secretary. Lee is the worst general ever.
I'm a general! Whee!
Hamilton wants to fight, not write. Washington wants him to stay alive, so he sends him home. He finds out Eliza is pregnant with their first child, Philip. Lafayette throws down a sweet rap that convinces Washington to bring Hamilton back. He gets to lead a group of men in the Battle of Yorktown. We win the war! King George isn't pleased, but this is just the beginning. Hamilton becomes a lawyer, proposes a new form of government, and writes a bajillion essays defending the new Constitution. Everyone's like, cool, now you can relax, and Hamilton's just in a corner writing more essays. Jefferson comes home from France and becomes the Secretary of State. His first order of business, tell Hamilton to shut up. Hamilton is under a lot of stress. Eliza and Angelica tell him to.
Take a break.
He won't. They go on vacation for the summer. He stays home and has an affair with Maria Reynolds, then gets blackmailed by her husband. Jefferson and his bros are ticked because Washington loves Hamilton so much. They search for some dirt on him, and they find out about Hamilton's payments to Mr. Reynolds. They think Hamilton is embezzling government money, so they confront him. He explains, no man, I'm just cheating on my wife, as if that will clear the air. He publishes this in the paper to clear his name. Stupid. He calls it
The Reynolds Pamphlet.
Angelica, Eliza, Philip, and literally everyone who can read the pamphlet. Eliza starts burning things and Hamilton has to sleep on the couch. Eventually she forgives him, sorta kinda. The next event in the line of tragedies for Eliza begins when Philip's schoolmate badmouths Hamilton. Philip has a lot of pride for his family, so he challenges him to a duel. Hamilton tells his son not to kill the guy, but to shoot into the air to prove he's a man of honor. They're supposed to count to 10, but this dude shoots on 7 and kills Philip. Eliza doesn't take it well. Hamilton and Eliza spend a couple of songs being depressed, and then...
Can we get back to politics?
Burr and Jefferson are running against each other for president. Hamilton has a history of disagreeing with both of them, but when they ask for his opinion, he endorses Jefferson over Burr. This is the last straw for angry Aaron Burr, who feels like Hamilton has disrespected him at every turn, which, to be fair, he has. Burr challenges Hamilton to a duel if he refuses to apologize, so naturally, he refuses to apologize. Hamilton didn't learn from his son's mistake.
He aims his pistol at the skyway!
And Burr kills him. Burr feels sorry, not sorry, and his political career is pretty much over. Eliza tries to keep her husband's legacy alive. She interviews soldiers who fought with him, raises money to build the Washington Monument, and establishes the first private orphanage in New York City. Obviously, she's the real hero here, but Hamilton is the one who gets his face on the $10 bill.